Hi, I'm Melanie from Nova Scotia, Canada, and this is Adventures in Groceryland. We are two people spending approximately $60 weekly on groceries. The key to our success is buying items when they're on sale, putting them in our pantry, freezing them in the freezer, making the majority of our meals from those items that we have purchased on sale, and then refilling the pantry and refilling the freezer and the fridge with items that are on sale again in the flyer. I look for discounts, and that could be anything from a rip-off pad coupon that I see on the shelf to redeeming points from a store incentive program to getting a better buy because I'm a store program member and I swipe whatever card, whether it's my Scene card or my PC Optimum card, and that gives me a better price, to in-store markdowns, clearances, 50% off racks. I love 50% off racks, and just shopping the flyer. Thanks so much for tuning in this week. We were just under $60. So actually, we were maybe $4 or $5 under this week. We have a lot of stuff, and we're just kind of concentrating on what we do have and supplementing with those sale items. So far this week, we were at $52.29. I shopped at Sobeys, Walmart, Superstore, and a fish truck on the side of the road. So first thing, I shopped at Sobeys. I got some more of the peppermint mocha. Now that I have that little frother, I wanted to be able to make fancy drinks. It was $3.29. Chip dip was on sale for $2. And I got this little bag of lettuce. And I mostly got it for sandwiches, not for salads, for $1.44. I shopped at Walmart. They had tomatoes on for 94 cents a pound. And I ended up spending $1.54 on those tomatoes. The majority of the rest of my stuff came from Superstore. Special member offer. When you swipe your card, 99 cents for chips. I got 2 bags to go with chip dip. I got croissants. There was a member offer. Swipe your card, $3.49. I got 2 packages of frozen vegetables, winter vegetables, so mix of broccoli and cauliflower, and cut green beans. Both of these packages are 750 grams. There were vegetables on sale this week other places. Nothing was as cheap as the Walmart store brand, but I wanted these particular ones, and the bags are 750 grams. So I paid a little bit more just to get some specific vegetables. I got these buns. They were marked down from $4 to $1.99. I got carrots. These were $3.99, and we're totally out of carrots, so this is a 3-pound pack. We also got a stew pack. This was $5.99 with a 50% off tag. So there is a carrot inside of here that I'm going to need to cut a part off of the carrot, but it also has parsnip and cabbage and 2 little turnips. So that works out great. And we got some more lobster. I know, it just seems like we're eating lobster all the time. And we're not, but every year for Christmas, my family does a gift swap. So everybody has to buy a generic gift, dollar value, $25. That could be whoever got the gift, it would be okay that they got it. So lots of people do gift cards. And last year, the big item that was very desirable that got stolen was a ham. So I kind of had this idea about doing lobsters. Earlier in the week, I'd stopped at the truck and asked them if they were going to be there on Christmas Eve day. So that, I don't really know, because I'm not a lobster fisherman, how long I could keep the lobsters alive before someone else had to cook them. And they actually said, hey, we have this really great Christmas promotion on that you could buy lobsters pre-cooked. They come frozen in a box, just like if you were shipping them, or you would buy them at the airport on ice. And the way that it worked out is it was enough for the handsome one and I each for our swap gifts to have 2 lobsters for each of our gifts. And it left us with these lobsters here, and we ended up paying, so besides for the gift price, we ended up paying $22 for these. So I'm excited about those. They're pre-cooked, frozen. We did great. There's a little bit of room left in the budget, and just in case I need something else. Soup and crackers for lunch today. This almost is the end of the soup. There's not enough left in there for a full bowl, maybe just a little touch-up of these bowls. False alarm, we're actually at $53.22 because I forgot that I got a 99-cent cucumber at Giant Tiger. Eating up leftovers from all of the events that we had on over the week of Christmas. Charcuterie tonight, pepperoni, dill pickles. This is the last of the gherkins. There's black olives, green olives, some cut up cheese. I actually had this Boursin cheese to take to my sister's, but when I got there, she told me not to open it because she already had a Boursin cheese and hers was open, so she wanted to use that first. Leftover grapes. This is just some Christmas chocolates, a couple different kinds of crackers, homemade pepper jelly. Thursday night, so a couple nights ago, we had Chinese food. We had a gift certificate that the handsome one got for Christmas. This is the leftovers. There was lots and lots and lots of rice, not much of anything else, but this is perfect for a quick and light lunch for us, and we'll clean these leftovers out of the fridge. This is kind of a fun treat, 99 cents, sugar tree Christmas cookies. Spur of the moment, we are having company tonight. So we were in town earlier. I picked up these mussels at Sobeys. So $4.98 minus $2 works out to $2.98. And Christmas cookies for 99 cents. I am getting everything ready for when the company arrives. We've got the mussels in the pot, and I have put some homemade wine in. We're going to steam them. The garlic butter is ready to get melted, so I can pop that in as soon as the mussels are done. I've got the rest of the pepperoni pre-cut, so it's just ready to serve onto the tray. I've got the pickles pre-cut, ready to go on. We are going to use one of these charcuterie trios. It's a salami trio, so we're going to use one of these, and we're going to use half of this this big pack. We don't need the whole thing. We're going to use half of that. And actually, we're probably only going to end up using about half of this. And my sister is bringing some specialty cheeses. She's got Swiss, and that maybe they're here because the dogs are going crazy. She's got Swiss and Gouda. We had so much left over from the family functions that we were at. We had tons for more charcuterie boards. My sister and her family are here visiting. There's a few things here that you would not recognize. They brought some things with them. They brought some Gouda and some Swiss cheese. They brought some spinach dip. They bought some fancy biscuits. All kinds of yummy things. We are looking forward to this for sure. Oh, and they brought the cheddar cheese as well. And the mushrooms. No, the mushroom. Maybe? I don't know. Lunch today is going to be egg sausage wraps. I've got eggs, onion, peppers, sausage, and we'll definitely add cheese. The dogs are having a little play time in the background. I've added in the eggs. This is cooking up. This is going to be so great as little breakfast burritos. We are having chicken burgers tonight for supper, and later on I am going to make a dip, a hot dip for us. Okay, chicken burgers. We use some of the salad kit as lettuce for on the burgers. We have tomatoes, Swiss cheese, pickles on mine, a lot of mayo on the handsome ones, and just a tiny little bit on mine. Not a huge mayo fan. We used to have some flavored mayo, but we liked that. It was like a honey mustard mayo. I think it came from Great Value. I should check into that again. Wasn't that expensive, and we both really liked it. Anyways, chicken burgers for supper tonight. These look really, really good. The handsome one just said, "Can I eat?" Yes, you can. I am making 2 dips for tonight. So the recipe calls for equal parts of cream cheese, mayo, and grated cheese. So that is the base of both of these dips. When I make this, I often will split, once that base, I guess, that base ingredients is completed, I'll split it in 2 because it's the spices you add that make the different flavor profiles. What I did today is I split it in 2 before I added the grated cheese. So it was just the equal parts of cream cheese and mayo. And in this one, I used the Armstrong bacon shredded. It's like a yellow and white, so like a marble shred in this one. And in this one, I just used mozzarella. This one is a bacon chipotle ranch dip, and these are both hot dips. So in here, I added ranch powder, CCB. So this is a spice that I use a lot, CCB, and a chipotle, so like a hot spice. And then I added extra bacon. So maybe 3 tablespoons or so of extra bacon bits. This one is like a famous Epicure dip. Before they even started doing meal solutions or even any of those other products that they carry now. So it also has the CCB in it, CCB, but it has 3 onion and lemon dilly, equal parts of those. I used about, because this is a smaller batch, I used about a half a tablespoon of each. And normally this would be with a cheddar cheese in it, but I decided to go with the 2 different cheeses because we're going to eat them, and it makes it just a little bit of a different flavor profile. Then I'm going to heat these. They both go in low temperature for about 15 minutes. My recipe says 350 degrees, but what I find is if I have it on a lower temperature, because there's cream cheese in this, there is and also cheese, there is a high possibility that it releases fats from that. And I don't like that. So I'd rather cook it much, much slower and a little bit longer. So anyways, this is what we're going to have. Ready to go in the oven. And we are going to serve these with pretzel crackers because this bag is massive. And I actually still have one full unopened bag. I've pulled this chicken out of the freezer. I am going to put it in the slow cooker on high today. We are going to have this for supper. Chicken dinner. Excited. And then that'll give me some broth and meat left over to make some soups for some light lunches next week. As you can see, this is totally frozen, solid. I just took it out of the freezer. That's no problem whatsoever. I'm going to cook it from frozen. I've cooked many things from frozen, even turkeys, and it may not be your preference, but it's certainly doable, and we are definitely going to be eating this for supper. I'm going to add more water. I'm going to add some summer savory, probably some sage, some spices. I'll probably cut up a half of an onion and put in there just for some flavoring. I forgot I had poultry seasoning. I'm really excited about this. This is definitely going in as well. Here we go. I've got a quarter of an onion in there. This is all ready now, and we are on high. More frothing. What a difference, huh? Yummy. We are going to have croissant sandwiches today with the leftover of the meats from that charcuterie package, the second package that we just opened up a couple days ago. We have lettuce, tomato, there's like a half a tomato in there, still some leftover pickles from all of the trays that we made, or the boards that we made. So this will be really good, but we are also going to try these. So I made these back in the fall. These are hot pepper rings, and we haven't tried them at all. I just did an organization of my preserve cupboard. I'll show a little bit of that. And we discovered that we lost one of the jars of salsa, so I've pulled that out of there. So it's always really good to take a look at everything. In the previous house that we had a full basement, and in the basement I had an entire shelf, so 4 foot tall at least, maybe 5 feet tall, probably 2 feet wide, 2.5 feet wide, and I used that as my preserve pantry. Here we had to be very creative. So this is an 18-inch pantry, and it has a lot of shelves in here because we added some extra, but this is where the only space that we have now to store pantry items. So the top shelf up here, that is large enough to hold liter jars. The middle shelf here will hold 500 milliliter or smaller. And this shelf here, I actually think this will hold a 500. Yep, this will hold a 500 milliliter as well, or smaller. I have most of the stuff on the bottom is the smaller sizes. So up on the top, those 2 rows there go almost to the back. That is salsa. And I've got my empty jars stored in the back. And on the right here, you can see a bottle of cherry jam and 2 bottles of beets. That's all I have left of beets. On the middle shelf here, I have the dilled carrots. I have some Hascap jam. This is dilled pepper rings. And on this side, oh, that's maple syrup. And what is in the back here? Oh, relish. So some relish. And this shelf is a mash of everything. So here, this is red pepper jelly. Here we've got some relish. There's Hascap jam on the right and in the back. And then this whole box has preserves in it. And there is a mix of pizza sauce, small jars of relish, some jam, just a variety. So this is everything that we have, which fits in here. I didn't know what we were going to do, so I'm actually pretty pleased with this as a solution. And on the bottom, I just have some spices. I don't have a great way to get those out of there, so I'm dragging everything out every single time I need to get in there, so some more thought needs to go into that. But the top here, really great, and even okay for storing some of those empty bottles. We have decided as a side, we are going to have some of the dill carrots. We haven't tried these at all either, so this will be the first taste of these. First try.
Mmm.
Really good? Okay, I'm going to try one too. Let me get one. Ah. Oh my gosh. I can't get there. Oh, just a little teeny piece. Jeez. Okay, that was really good. Mmm.
Mmm.
Okay, first taste. Uh-oh. The face doesn't look great. Okay, trying another. Thumbs up. When my sister came overnight, they brought a bunch of cheese, and she left this behind. That was nice. It's just medium cheddar. We're going to have that on our sandwiches. So far, meat, cheese, tomatoes, the pickled peppers, dill pickles. On both, I'm going to add lettuce, and then we're going to eat. These are incredibly messy, and we currently don't have any small plates because every small plate we own is in the dishwasher, and it's running, so yeah, these are going to be tricky. This just happened. Disaster. The chicken looks and smells amazing. There's lots of liquid in there to make gravy and leftovers for soup. We are going to have mashed potatoes with it. We've got the potatoes cut, ready to be turned on. And also, carrot and turnip cut up. We are going to have carrot and turnip mashed. I am just adding some flour and water mixture to the chicken broth. Make a nice gravy here. I'll add probably some summer savory into it. My favorite ingredient for pretty much everything chicken. And soups too, and seafood, and chowders. It's getting nice and thick. We don't currently have any milk. I have not redeemed the Natrel coupons yet, so we are just going to use a little bit of milk powder with water to make the mashed potatoes extra creamy. Carrot, turnip, mashed, green beans, chicken, and mashed potatoes with gravy. The handsome one has exactly the same, except he also has beets. I've started to make the soup. I have in here broth left over from the chicken, celery, carrots, onions, and I have added some chicken in here. I'm going to cook this up. Simple soup, just looking to get a few days out of it for lunches. The handsome one has an errand to run in town, and the soup's not going to be ready before he has to leave. So we are just going to have a quick snack, some of the leftover dip from the other night, some leftover pepperoni, some leftover pickles. We're going to each have a clementine and some of these little dilled carrots. So we're just going to have a little light snack, and when he comes home, we might each have a half a bowl of soup if we're both still hungry. Tonight we are going to use up some leftovers. We are going to have the last two hamburger buns. We're going to have hot chicken sandwiches with home fries. I pulled out the cheese curds. There's 2 packs I separated in here, so I'm just going to pull one out. And we are going to have poutines with hot chicken sandwiches and probably some peas. Hot chicken sandwiches with poutine topped with peas. Just needs a little ketchup. So another way I try to maximize my space is with some storage containers. So this isn't anywhere near the size my pantry was in the old house. I did utilize these exact storage containers there. I find that my food lasts longer. So for things that I'm only using occasionally, they last longer. Plus I get better storage just out of having these all ordered. And it allows me to see easier what I have in stock and what I might need to replace. In my old storage, so my old pantry, so these are about this long, they're the long ones. There was actually space in behind them. So here they go right to the back of the cupboard and that is it. In my old storage, it was these, plus I could pull them out and I could stack things in behind them like boxes of granola bars, boxes of fruit cups, extra bags that wouldn't fit in any of the containers. Whatever I had that was bulk, and I had 4 shelves full in the old pantry. I still have some containers that I'm not using right now because they simply won't fit in here. But this is what helps me. I like being organized and I like being able to see at a glance what I have. Here's where the mess comes in. So I initially thought this Lazy Susan was going to give me a lot more space. I don't really think that it does. This is where I keep a lot of my baking supplies and some of my generic spices, like things that I would buy at the bulk barn. got molasses in here, can of canned milk, oils, vinegars, anything like that. And actually, there's a pretty big space right here because there used to be a 10 kg bag of flour there. We just was able to merge it into the storage in the pantry that I just showed. So yeah, this is definitely not as organized as the other one. I'm getting there. It's a work in progress. And I actually am excited to see that I have an extra soy sauce because I am almost out of the one that I have in the fridge. So I like buying the items that I have when I'm getting down to the last one. Like I'll buy one on sale and have it in the pantry so that when I'm done, I just go to here to get it. It's something that I've already spent sale money on and I don't have to buy at full price. The soup wasn't ready in enough time for lunch yesterday, but it is ready for lunch today and it looks and smells delicious. Chicken soup for lunch. I am having soup again for supper. No energy tonight, not feeling the greatest, so the easiest thing is to just have something that's already made, and that's what I'm doing. I'll probably have some with some crackers. I had the soup. I'm still a little bit hungry, so we're each going to have one of these trail mixes. We are using up the very last two croissants we have. We still have some of those cold cuts left. We are going to have soup and sandwich today for lunch. I've got a little bit of grated cheese on top of these. I'm just going to pop them in the microwave for a few seconds just to get this a little warm and melty. Because I ended up having soup last night for supper, I want to make sure that there's enough soup left for lunch tomorrow. So today we are just having very small bowls of soup and sandwiches. These Christmas cookies were on clearance after Christmas. Yay, we are going to make them today. They look so cute all laid out on the tray like this. I wonder what they're going to look like when they come out of the oven. Oh, they kept their forms pretty well. These are cooked. I'm going to try one. Oh, these are great for 99 cents. That was awesome. We've got lots of chicken left. I am going to use this package mix and I am going to make some chicken stew. I'll be adding in peas and also possibly green beans as well. One of the good things about this package mix is that you mix it with 2 cups of water, no milk needed. So everything inside to make it milky and creamy is already within that package. So this is really good. You're supposed to mix it with the 2 cups of water. Once I have my potatoes and carrots cooked, I will drain those, and then I will add this and the chicken. Bring to temperature, and it will thicken. The vegetables are cooked. I've added in some of the cooked chicken. Now I'm going to add in this seasoning that has been sitting. I'll scrape that in. But sitting in the 2 cups of warm water. We are going to put this back on the heat and bring it back to temperature so that the broth thickens. And we have a really nice chicken stew. I'm going to make some garlic bread to go with the stew. These are just 2 of the buns that I bought this week. I'm going to open them up. I'm going to make garlic butter myself and top it with some cheese. Garlic butter on, and now we'll add the cheese. Into the oven we go. Then we have this corner cupboard. I use this as bulk storage as well. It is not organized in any way, shape, or form. It is a disaster. Lots of pastas in there, lots of crackers, peanut butters that we've gotten on sale, rice in the back, teas, some bulk storage containers there that I have some pasta in, just lots of stuff. Oh, some of the bubbly that goes with the bubbly soda stream that we got for Christmas, or that the handsome one got, more tea, just all kinds of stuff. This needs my attention, my undivided attention. You can see now how nice and thick this is, a nice thick stew. This could also be used as a basis for a pot pie if you wanted, but we're not going to do that tonight. We're just going to have stew and garlic bread. These look really, really yummy. The dog thinks so too. This looks amazing. I can't wait to dig in. The garlic bread was a really good idea. So after you've watched the video, you got to see a little bit of my storage areas. I gave a little tour of where I keep my preserves and also my Lazy Susan and 2 of my cupboards. I try to be as organized as I can. There's nothing like wasting money on saying, oh, I need to buy vanilla. And you buy vanilla, and then later you find 2 bottles of vanilla in your cupboard and it was just messy and you didn't know they were in there. Same goes for any ingredient that is shelf stable, that is in a pantry, cupboard, anywhere where you store it. If you don't know what you have, it's very, very hard to know what you need. So I suggest you take an inventory. It is the beginning of January, so it is the perfect opportunity to inventory what you have so that you can get an idea of what gaps you need to fill and what you should be looking for in the flyers and in-store specials. You do not need a lot of money to start a stockpile. You just need to start really one item at a time. Those door crasher items that they lure you into the store, whatever it happens to be, buy an extra 1, buy an extra 2, tuck it away. That is the beginning of your stockpile. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would really appreciate it if you do so. That would certainly help me. Thanks so much, everybody, and have a great weekend.